Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
A judge ruling it's time for Oakland County to turn over the Oxford school shooting video. But tonight the prosecutor says not so fast. While Oakland County Prosecutor Karen McDonald pursues criminal charges against the defendant and his parents, there are civil suits pending against the school district on behalf of the victims' families.
Their attorney says they have a right to the evidence, including the video showing the deadly rampage. Mara McDonald live in Pontiac at the Oakland County Courthouse with more on the prosecutor's concern here. Mara.
Well, Devin, I think first and foremost, at least according to the statements coming out of that office, is that they are concerned that releasing this evidence now will negatively impact their criminal cases. That said, they already lost round one here in Oakland County Circuit Court today. What does the sheriff's investigation into the shooting at Oxford High School show? And that includes video of that terrible November day. Ben Johnson is suing on behalf of multiple Oxford families.
It's my obligation on behalf of my clients, Marty, to get all of the evidence, review it, and tell them and talk to them. Do you want to see this? Do you want to see that?
An Oakland County Circuit Court judge rules they have the right to see it. And not only that, they should see it before it all gets shown in the criminal cases.
Judge Chabot said this on the bench today. Said this. They shouldn't have to hear that for the first time simply because the prosecutor or Oakland County decides they don't want to share it with anybody.
In a statement, Oakland County Assistant Prosecutor Mark Keast says, "Our focus is on achieving justice in the criminal cases, and we don't want any evidence released prematurely that could affect those cases." The Oakland County Prosecutor's Office says it will try to intervene so the material is not released.
We can't pretend like we have to change the rules simply because one person thinks that other people shouldn't see it ahead of time.
Back here live, the Oakland County Prosecutor's Office says another concern the office has is that by releasing this video, by releasing these files before the criminal trials start, that it gives the shooter in this case the notoriety that he craved. Johnson says, well, quite frankly, that's not an issue for him because these files, this video, goes for his review, his client's review, and is not something that would be disseminated to the general public, but rather used in civil litigation. We're live in Pontiac tonight at the Oakland County Circuit Court. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Okay, Mara. Well, tonight we're getting our first look at the man charged with assault for pointing a gun at a father holding a baby at a Detroit gas station.
You'll remember the video if you saw it. It happened Sunday at Hubble and Tireman on the city's west side. Police say Uric Butler followed the father into the gas station after the two had gotten into a fight. He then attempted to shoot the father, who was holding a 7-month-old baby at the time. Police say the gun jammed. Well, today prosecutors charged Butler with felony assault and firearms charges. He was arrested on Monday.
President Biden announcing his new plan to bring down high fuel prices by calling on a somewhat skeptical Congress to suspend the federal gas tax that's currently around 18 cents a gallon for gasoline and 24 cents for diesel. The president is also asking states to suspend their fuel taxes as well.
I fully understand that a gas tax holiday alone is not going to fix the problem, but it will provide families some immediate relief.
This ineffective stunt will join President Biden's other ineffective stunt on gas prices.
I support it, but I think we need to be honest about it. It's not going to show a dramatic change in gas prices unless states follow suit.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer's office says they're in active discussions with state lawmakers. They issued this statement saying, quote, Americans are feeling the pain at the pump with gas reaching $5 a gallon this month. So I am glad that President Biden is calling for a temporary suspension of the federal gas tax. If we suspend the Michigan sales tax on gas and also get this done, we can save families nearly 50 cents a gallon right now.
Well, after back-to-back days in the 90s range, getting a little bit of a break from the heat.
Yeah, let's check in with Brett with what we should expect for tomorrow.
Well, not only the temperatures going down, but the humidity, which has already fallen a good deal. So that's going to make it feel a whole lot more comfortable tomorrow and for a good chunk of the weekend. In the meantime, things are quiet. There are some clouds overhead, but you'll also notice that the winds have really calmed down as numbers have dropped 70s, even some 60s out there as well. Now, again, there are some clouds out there, and interestingly enough, if you watched earlier, we talked about that lakeshore breeze coming off Lake Huron, and sure enough, that breeze was enough to lift the air and kick up a couple of clouds across the area. We see this happen in the summer months quite often. We don't have the moisture to pop any showers, but if this does happen again and the moisture is there, we will see some rain. But in the meantime, things are quiet tonight and tomorrow. Another toasty day with highs back in the middle 80s. But we are tracking some more impactful weather in the coming days. Rain returns Sunday. We'll time it out for you in just a bit.
All right, Brett. Tonight, the Uvalde School Police Chief is put on leave for his handling of the mass shooting at Robb Elementary School. Peter Arredondo has been the target of sharp criticism for his decision to delay confronting the gunman who killed 19 children and 2 teachers. School superintendent says Arredondo was put on leave because the facts of what happened remain unclear. His leave takes effect immediately. Arredondo has been police chief for the district since 2020.
The man convicted of shooting and killing 19-year-old Renisha McBride was back in front of a judge today after part of the original conviction was vacated. Appearing in a jumpsuit, Ted Wafer asked the McBride family for forgiveness.
I want you to know that I remain terribly sorry. Pain that caused you the loss of your life. Again, I apologize from the bottom of my heart.
In 2014, Wafer was convicted of second-degree murder and manslaughter. Earlier this year, the state Supreme Court threw out his manslaughter conviction, ruling his constitutional rights were violated when the jury was allowed to convict him of both charges. Renisha McBride's mother also addressed the courtroom.
One lesser time, we want our daughter back. You don't deserve happiness and joy in your life while we are living a horrible nightmare.
Wafer was sentenced 15 to 30 years in prison, but he's already served at least half of that minimum sentence and is getting credit for those 8 years he's already spent behind bars.
Investigators still looking for answers into what sparked the raging fire that tore through historic downtown Holly. The flames damaged 4 buildings yesterday, including, of course, the historic Holly Hotel. It took crews 1 million gallons of water to put out the fire. They say the wind affected how quickly the fire spread, and of course the conditions were so warm yesterday. Inspections now need to happen before power can be restored to the area. Today, people from all over Holly came out to take a look.
It's depressing to see it go because this is what calls all the people in. When I walked in today, the smell of the charred wood was the same smell that I had in '78 when I walked into it before we owned it, when it had burned. And it just brought back just a lot of memories.
A couple that was supposed to get married at the Holly Hotel on Saturday says they have managed to find a new venue, but had to do so pretty quickly because of the fire.
Well, this Downriver boy hasn't even started first grade yet. He's already making a huge difference in his community. He's using proceeds from his pop-up lemonade stand to raise money for the Wyandotte Animal Shelter. Our Pamela Osborne is in Southgate, where business was booming tonight.
Henry's lemonade stand, not your average. He's had people lined up all afternoon waiting to get a taste of something sweet for a really good cause.
I need 1 glass of lemonade.
On the first full day of summer,
David, didn't you want regular?
6-year-old Henry Bryant was hard at work.
Hello, Mr. Henry. How are you today?
It's $1 a cup. Every penny of it goes to the dogs.
Because some dogs are struggling right now.
The Wyandotte Animal Adoption Center saving even more lives because of Henry's big idea. The first 2 lemonade stands generated $1,000. He dropped it off himself.
We've got to see some of the dogs that were like just rescued with Henry at one time when we were down there, and then 2 weeks later came back and then got to see that dog again and see how well it's benefited.
The posters showing how that money was spent proudly displayed next to the flavors of the day.
It's all the dogs I saved with heartworm.
For a mom, it makes you really, really proud.
When it seemed like things were slowing down, a crew of bikers rolled in for their relief from the heat.
I want 1, you can keep the change.
I don't want the change. I want you to keep the rest of that 20 for you, buddy.
Thank you for being such an amazing little guy that you're looking out for all the animals.
Even the mayor stopped by for a taste. When it was all over, Henry raised more than $900.
Fantastic to see the community support and rally around something like this that benefits the pets at the shelter, especially at this time of year when the shelters are overflowing.
All right, thanks, buddy. Keep up the good work.
My Cup says, believe in yourself, and a lot of people believe in Henry and what he's doing, so much so the mayor and the city are going to be honoring him for his work next month. In Southgate, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.